My name is Miguel. I'm playing Iago and Lodovico.
Hi, my name's Christian, and I'm playing Gargancio and Rodrigo.
Hi, my name's Robby, and I'm going to be playing Cassio and Othello.
Where thy good raper bear and put it home.
Be close at hand, I may miscarriant.
Here at thy hand, be bold and take thy stand.
'Tis but a man gone, forth my sword, he dies.
I have rubbed this young quant almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now whether he kill Cassio or Cassio him, or each do kill the other, every way makes my gain. Live Rodrigo, he calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels that I bobbed from him, as gifts to Desdemona. It must not be, if Cassio do remain, he hath a daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly. Besides, the more may unfold me to him. There stand I in much peril. No, he must die, but so I hear him coming.
The sound of his gait, 'tis he.
Thanks, Bill. That thrust had been mine enemy indeed, but my coat is better than thou knowest. I will prove it thee.
Oh, I am slain.
Ah, damn! I'm named forever. Help! Ho! Murder! Murder! The voice of Cassio. Iago keeps his word.
Oh, villain that I am.
It is even so. Oh, help! Ho! Light! A surgeon! Oh, honest Iago, that has such noble sense of thy friend's wrong, thou teachest me.
What? Ho! No watch? No passage? Murder! Murder!
'Tis mischance. That cry was very direful.
Oh, help!
Hark!
Wretched villain.
These girls may be counterfeit. Let's think it unsafe to come in without more help.
Nobody come. Then shall I bleed to death?
Hark!
Here's one, comes in a shirt, with lights and weapons.
Who's there? Whose voice is it that one's on murder? We do not know. Do not you hear a cry?
Here, here, for heaven's sake, help me!
What's the matter?
This is Othello's ancient, as I take it.
The same indeed, a very valiant fellow. What are you here that cry so grievously?
Iago, oh, I am spoiled. Undone by villains, give me some help.
What treacherous villain hath done this?
I think one of them is hereabout.
He cannot make away.
Oh, help me there.
That's one of them there.
O murderous slave, O villain.
Oh, damn Diago, inhuman dog.
What may you be? Are you good or evil? As you shall prove us, praise us. Senor Lodovico? He, sir. I cry you mercy. Here's Cassio, hurt by villains.
Cassio!
How is the brother?
My leg's been cut in two.
Heaven forbid I'll bind it with my shirt.
What's the matter? Who is that crying?
Who is that cried?
Oh, my dear Cassio! My sweet Cassio! Cassio! Oh, Cassio!
Oh, notable strumpet. Cassio, do you suspect who might have done this to you?
No. I'm sorry to find you, but I'm here to seek you.
Lend me a garter. Oh, for a chair to bear him easily hence.
Alas, he faints. Cassio! Oh, Cassio, my Cassio!
Gentlemen all, I do suspect this trash Bianca. Oh no, it's my friend and countryman Rodrigo. Sir Granciano, I cry you gentlemen pardon. Upon these bloody accidents, I neglected you.
I'm glad to see you.
Oh, how do you know Cassio? A chair, a chair.
Rodrigo?
He, 'tis he. What malice was between you?
None. I don't even know the man.
What look you pale? Oh, bear him out of air. Do you perceive the ghastness of her eye?
Alas, what is the matter? What is the matter, husband?
Cassio had been set by Rodrigo and the fellows that escaped.
Alas, good gentlemen. Alas, good Cassio.
This is the fruit of whoring. I charge you, go with me.
Oh, fie upon thee, strumpet.
I am no strumpet. I live a life as honest as thou hast abused me.
As I, fie upon thee.
What's an antagonist?
The antagonist is the opposition to the protagonist. Protagonist is the main character, so the antagonist is the one trying to stop the main character. In the book Othello, hence the name, Othello is the protagonist, making Iago the antagonist, trying to hurt Othello through the whole story.
Okay, in the story it says, Act 1, Scene 1. Oh, Iago, oh sir, content you, I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot be truly followed. You shall mark many a deuter's and knee-crooking knave that wears out his time, much like his master's ass, for naught but provended, and when he's old cashiered, whip me such honest knives. Others there are who, trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their hearts attending on themselves and throwing but shows of service on their lords, do well thrive by them and win. How's an example of an antagonist?
Long example. But it's from Iago, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Iago's the antagonist. So that's just him building up his claim to not make him look like the antagonist and give him credibility. If you're obviously the antagonist to the characters within the play, they won't believe you and your point will be useless in the story as Othello.
Okay. Another one, Rodrigo, damn Diago, you inhumane dog. Explain that. How is that an antagonist, an example?
Well, Iago is trying to create the sense that Rodrigo is the antagonist. But in this example, Rodrigo is honestly not. Even though that's right after he stabs Cassio, it was not his idea to do it in the first place. It was Iago's as well.
Hyperbole.
Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement.
Okay. Iago says, here at thy hand be bold and take thy stand. How's that an exaggerated statement?
It is exaggerated because in that scene, Iago is telling Rodrigo to stab Cassio. Iago tells Rodrigo that he's going to be by his side, but he's not by his side. He runs away when it's going to happen. That way, if any passersby notice, they don't see Iago as something incorporated with it.
So it's also not meant to be taken literally, right?
True.
Okay. And then in Act 3, Scene 4, Desdemona. I saw this before. Sure, there's some wonder in this handkerchief. I am most unhappy in the loss of it. How is that in a hyperbole?
Because Desdemona greatly exaggerates how much the handkerchief can actually do. It might be very sentimental to her, but it's not literally magical, so it can't be taken literally, her statement.
Okay. Go! What is imagery?
What is imagery? Imagery is an author using creative language to represent a specific idea or theme in a book.
Okay. And in Act 5, Scene 1, an example of it was Rodrigo saying, I am slain. Why is that an example of imagery?
Because when he says, "Oh, I am slain," you can picture him being slain without actually having to see it.
Okay.
Even though it's quite obvious when he says it that way.
Okay. And then another example is in Act 5, Scene 1. Bianca says, he supped at my house, but I therefore shake not. Iago, oh, did he so? I charge you, go with me. Emilia, oh, fie upon thee, strumpet. How's that an example of imagery as well?
You can, focus on the word strumpet. Strumpet means a whore. So when she directly emphasizes that word so much during the actual script of it with the exclamation point, you can imagine this girl.
There you go. What is dramatic irony?
Dramatic irony is when the reader or audience knows something that one or more of the characters in the story doesn't.
Okay. In Act 4, Scene 1, an example was when Iago is talking to Cassio. Iago believes that they're talking about Desdemona, and the audience knows that they're talking about Bianca.
Yeah, Othello's locked in a closet, and Iago is talking to Cassio about what what Othello believes is Desdemona, but they're talking about Bianca, who is actually a whore. So that way, Cassio will say bad things about the whore, while Othello's getting the wrong image. But we know what's actually happening.
Okay.
As readers.
And then in Act 1, Scene 1, there was Iago convinces Roderigo that if they team up and Roderigo gives Iago all of his money, that Iago will get him up with Desdemona.
Well, at this point, we don't know much about Iago. But later in the story, when we look back on it, we know that Iago is not truthful and is not going to be able to do that. Where Rodrigo trusts Iago and believes he's entirely faithful. Farther in the story, we learn that Iago is not at all faithful or trustful.
What's an oxymoron?
An oxymoron is a self-contradicting statement, like jumbo shrimp would be one, or anything to giant midget.
Okay. And in Act 5, Scene 2, Othello says, I kissed you before I killed you, now killing myself. I'm dying while I kiss you again. How's that to Desdemona? How's that an example of oxymoron?
In kissing, you cannot be killing yourself. But he is saying that he's doing so in kissing her. But in kissing her, which he feels he needs to do to survive, he's killing himself because he knows it's not going to be seen as well.
Whenever you're ready.
Is it recording?
Is it?
Can you record?
Which one's the
No, I have to be in the scene. Who said I had to be in the scene?
Bitch, that fucking hurt.
I'm recording.
What are you here that cry so grievously?
Iago?
Oh, I'm spoiled. Undone by villains.
Give me some help.
Oh, what treacherous villain have done this to you?
I think he is here about. He could not have.
You're still reading. What are you here that cry so grievously?
Okay, there.
Tell us to go. It's going. Okay.
What are you here that cry so grievously?
Iago?
Oh, I'm spoiled by villains.
My
Undone by villains.
Cassio had been set in the dark by Roderigo and the fellows that escaped. There.
All the women are taller than you. Okay.
Short ass motherfucker.
Her head's not even on scene.
Huh?
Her head's not even on scene entire.
You must tell another story. Run, Emilia, you run too. Why are you not pushing? You're just like pushing my arm. You're not leaning. I'm a real boy. Alright, fine. So,
I was in the background.
since we're going to talk about the book Othello and Roderigo, who is Roderigo?
You guys should enter again. I was in the background.
We don't need you. We can edit you out.
No, because he was talking while you were saying something.
Good morning,
Good morning, Robby.
You want to do that again?
No. That's awesome.
I'm doing that. Wait, what do you think of Roderigo?
Okay. And for the final question.
And for the final question, what do you think of Roderigo?
Rodrigo was a colonel! Colonel!
What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that Washington never told a lie. I learned that soldiers seldom die. I learned that everybody's free. That's what the teacher said to me, and that's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that policemen are my friends. I learned that justice never ends. I learned that murderers die for the crimes, even if we make a mistake sometime. And that's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school.